Resilience is a skill set and a mindset that can be taught and strengthened. Let me say that again. Resilience is a skill set and a mindset that can be taught and strengthened. You can learn to feel stronger, more confident, more joyful, more peaceful, and more relaxed. Hi, I'm Colleen Pilar. I'm the founder of Unleashed Resilience, and during our time together today, I'm going to outline how you can feel stronger and better able to manage anything that comes your way. And more important, I'm going to show you how to get there with more ease, less stress. However, before we get into the details, let's take a step back. Before you can strengthen your resilience, it helps to understand what you're up against. What is it about your work that leaves you feeling perpetually exhausted and has you wanting something more? And most important, why haven't you been able to change it? Here's a fact. Old habits and mindsets keep people from getting what they want more than anything else. They keep you stuck, and it happens on a subconscious level. Let's face it, dealing with animals in crisis is difficult work. There's no way around that. But even worse are the negative thoughts and doubts that creep in and undermine your confidence and feelings of accomplishment. And if you've ever asked yourself, am I even making a difference? It's okay. It's normal. It's common. A lot of pet professionals feel this way. I did. I remember what it was like lying awake at night and wondering if I was just too soft-hearted and needed to learn to toughen up. And at times it felt like other people doubted me too. And if you know what it feels like to have someone close to you question what's really important to you, well, it doesn't feel good. It's really tough. And then I realized something. I could let this become my truth and allow it to stop me from getting what I want. Or I could channel all that energy and time that I spent in worrying and focus it toward moving toward my goals. Because worrying takes a lot of energy, right? You know how worn out it makes you feel. So that's a good thing. The great news is if you're feeling that way, it's actually a good thing. You've got all the strength you need. You just need to harness it and use it in a better way. And nothing will make you feel better than taking action to make your goal a reality. But what action? What should you do? I'll share that in a moment. But before I get to that, let's look at the facts. As I said before, resilience is a skill set and a mindset that you can develop. There are lots of books and articles and websites that share techniques for helping people feel better. In fact, there are more people who are learning and applying this now than ever before. With all the information, tools, and resources out there, it's never been easier. Now, I didn't say it's easy. In fact, it can be completely overwhelming. Remember, old habits are tough to change, but with what's available to us now, it's the absolute best time to make a change, especially if you're committed to learning how to strengthen your resilience so that you can feel better and feel more like yourself at work and at home. Imagine the impact that will have on your life. And now think about having a community of other pet professionals who are on the same journey, who are also committed to learning new skills so that they too can continue making a difference without burning themselves out. This is the opportunity we have today, and it's why I'm so passionate about helping other pet professionals feel great at work again. It's the reason I created Unleashed Resilience. No matter where you are, whether you're just getting started looking for things that will support you, or you're well-versed in personal development and you want to go deeper, Unleashed Resilience can help you thrive. So let's take a minute and talk about what's included in Unleashed Resilience and how it can help you feel better and stronger, faster and easier. Unleashed Resilience was designed specifically for pet professionals. It's structured to break things down step by step to show you what to focus on so that you can make big strides quickly. The goal is for you to make changes that last by eliminating the struggle. The Unleashed Resilience community is a safe, supportive group of pet professionals having real conversations about real life. It's an opportunity for you to reconnect with yourself, to tune in and identify what brings meaning and purpose to your life. There's no artifice here. Show up as your raw, frazzled self. We won't judge. We're just here to support you as you'll support others. There's a safety and understanding here that can't be provided from your circles of friends and family. Here, there are no preconceived notions of who you are or what you should do. We want to discover the real you, the one inside, waiting to be set free. We'll cheer for your progress, celebrate your wins, and remind you of your strengths when you struggle. Unleashed Resilience is broken down into monthly themes. Each month, we focus on a particular type of challenge you face. Things like establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries, or understanding the 5 most common emotional triggers: scarcity, certainty, autonomy, relatedness, fairness. Understanding complaints and working with them. Developing the confidence to ask for what you want and the clarity to do so in a way that people understand what you're going for. And strengthening the close ties of the relationships that are most important to you. So for a full month, we'll choose a theme and explore it in depth. As soon as you register for Unleashed Resilience, you'll get access to our private Facebook group. There you'll find confidentiality and acceptance. There's never any need to wear a mask there. The online forum provides 24/7 access to ongoing discussions. At the beginning of each month, I share a short video overview of the topic, and then each weekday, I post a question or conversation starter within the community. Members are also encouraged to post their own messages. Because the goal is to figure out what works for you, I prioritize live, interactive Zoom calls where you will join in the discussion. Every month, there are 4 live calls, 2 learning labs, and 2 group discussions. As I said before, these are interactive. You don't learn best from lecture. You learn by hearing new ideas, thinking about how they apply to your life, and then talking about them with someone else. And you'll also get new ideas from hearing other people's thoughts. That will give you new insights and ways of thinking about things. In every session, you'll walk away with a new way of looking at things, which you'll carry with you and think about in the days and weeks to come. These group discussions are the secret sauce in making lasting change in a way that feels natural and comfortable for you. But what if you can't attend the live sessions? I know pet pros have crazy schedules. To make it as easy as possible for you to attend, there are 2 sessions each of the Learning Lab and group discussion every month. The sessions are scheduled several months in advance, and there's a Google Calendar that you can link to so that they'll all just pop up magically in your calendar. But if the timing just doesn't work and you can't attend live, the sessions are recorded so you can catch up later. And I have a special 10-minute quick win strategy that allows you to get some personal insights from the call without watching the entire video. The members who get the best results check into the Facebook group for a few minutes each day, and then join into the live calls whenever they can. Recaps are good, but they are never the same as participating live. The good news is that you'll have access to the material for as long as you remain a member, so you'll be able to reference it anytime you want. And you'll be fully supported within the community, where you can post your questions and share your thoughts. And know this: the people who get the best results from Unleashed Resilience are those who have a can-do attitude, and they love learning new things, and they are ready to do some honest self-assessment to create a life they love. The insights are personal, unique to each member. Here are a few ways current members are getting stronger. Rebecca is becoming more comfortable at saying no. Having boundaries that set her up for success helps her avoid feeling exhausted or resentful. Tina learned that she uses her strengths of humor, gratitude, and spirituality daily to help her keep her perspective with challenging clients and cases. And now that she understands the power of these strengths, she can call on them intentionally to help her in moments when she needs an extra boost. Alicia is granting herself space for spontaneity. She has a very busy schedule and is always juggling her pet sitting clients. But she knows how restorative unscheduled activities can be. Being open to unplanned moments of fun and connection give her the energy to do her best work. Lorena is learning to show herself more self-compassion and not hold herself to a higher standard than she'd hold a friend. What would change if you learned to be more self-compassionate, to make more time for fun, to set better boundaries, to be able to identify your strengths as quickly as you can identify your weaknesses, and to be able to call on those strengths in times that you need them? What impact would it have on your life if you felt stronger and more empowered? If you see yourself in any of the stories I shared and you're ready to make some changes, the Unleashed Resilience community is for you. But before we go any further, let's also take an objective look at Unleashed Resilience. Who won't do well in this community? It's not for someone who wants to just kind of check things out. You can't just kind of commit to making changes to strengthen your resilience. And while you are always welcome to share your struggles, it's not for people who just want to vent without taking action to move forward. You don't need to move quickly, but you do need to make the decision that you are ready to grow and to change. Getting these types of results requires commitment. You committed to learning the skills you need for your job, and developing the mindset and skill set. Resilience is going to require a similar level of commitment. It's up to you to make your life better. Our community believes in kindness, respect, and compassion. We believe in being supportive and generous with one another. Unleashed Resilience is for people who are committed to growing, to learning new skills, to strengthening their resilience. So if the commitment, intention, and attitude aren't there, then this isn't the right community for you. Speaking of being intentional, I have intentionally included a 100% money-back guarantee. This program works, and it can work for you. But I also know that there are a lot of fly-by-night programs out there, and that you want to carefully choose who you learn from. That's why I've included this guarantee. Try Unleashed Resilience for a month. If it's not everything I say it is, and you don't feel like I've delivered, ask for a refund. I'll even offer you a small sample for free. Join the free discussion on Wednesday, October 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Think of it like a test drive so you can see what it's like. You won't get the full experience because we won't be building on a theme, but you can come, hang out, participate in the discussion, and get a feel for what our monthly group discussions are like. The URL to join the free session on Wednesday is colleenpeelar.com/tryit. I'll post it in the video comments as well. By now you've seen that Unleashed Resilience gets results and saves you time. It provides lasting change in bite-sized pieces so that you can grow without struggle or self-criticism. But you do have alternatives, so let's look at them. What would it cost if you were to try to learn this yourself? You could do one-on-one coaching or therapy. Both of these methods are terrific for making the changes that matter most to you. But they're also expensive. A single session typically costs at least $100 an hour. You could buy a lot of books and try to make the changes on your own. But when you hit an inevitable stumbling block, who will you turn to ask questions or talk things out? Most people don't stick with the plans that they read about in books. because the plans don't fit their real life. So they give up, and then they feel like they failed. And worse, what would it cost you if you did nothing at all? If you stayed feeling stuck and perpetually exhausted, and you knew that nothing was likely to change? I don't want that for you. You don't want that for you. There's another way. When you add up all the hours of trying to do it on your own and the frustration of not getting to where you wanted to be, well, you deserve to take the faster, easier route so that you can finally lean in, strengthen your resilience, and show up fully as yourself in all areas of your life. And the way to get there is unleashed resilience. The investment is $25 a month. That's just 83 cents a day. What would you pay to make today better? That's less than you'd spend on a Snickers bar or a cup of coffee if you're just craving something to help you get through the day. And if you sign up for a full year, you'll get 2 months free. To make the progress you want in your life, you've got to break old habits and mindsets. Unleashed Resilience is here to support you. I'll walk you through the entire process, step by step, so that you can identify the tools and practices that will support you in your real life. If you actively participate in the program, you will make progress. And that's why I guarantee it. The registration period will be closing October 31st. I only open the doors 3 times a year so that the rest of the time I can focus exclusively on our members. So the deadline to register is Halloween night, October 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So as you look to make the decision, just know this. If you're feeling overwhelmed or perpetually exhausted, or if you're struggling to go deeper and to make changes that stick, that's normal. For most of us, the biggest challenge is trying to manage all of this on top of all of the other responsibilities that we have. Life is an ongoing competition for your time and attention, and it's a competition that you rarely win unless you're deliberate about how you make your choices. By making your goals a priority and having what you need to make them a reality, you can interrupt the pattern and get where you want to go. Ask yourself this: what's important in your life right now? What do you hope to achieve in the months ahead? Knowing how to strengthen your resilience gives you exactly what you're after: a better understanding of what works for you. How long have you wanted this? And how many times have you put it on the back burner? You have the opportunity to do something about it right now, today. Once you're able to give yourself attention, acceptance, and compassion, you'll find that you have more to give others. The ripple effects are astounding. The Unleashed Resilience community creates a space to honor your uniqueness, explore who you are, and celebrate who you are becoming. Join me today. Register for Unleashed Resilience. I can't wait to watch you grow. Let's get started.